It absolutely does, and it even made me wonder, is it something with Karen Reed? We know that she has a chronic illness, and stress does often cause those to flare. So is she having a flare that has made her unable to get to court?
Is it ever frustrating when you look at some of the other people that covered the case, podcasters or YouTubers, people like that, that seem to have a very skewed vision of what was going on and seem to really just be there to put out a specific message for the defense, perhaps?
And I find it very interesting as well that she said she heard Karen say maybe a plow hit him, or could a plow have hit him, maybe I hit him. Where that has a problem for me is because Karen has said time and time again she saw him go into the house. I really don't think this is something that Christine Banfield would have wanted, and there's several reasons why. So first off, you mentioned that she was a SANE, or a sexual assault nurse examiner. So she saw the worst of the worst. She saw women who had just gone through the most traumatic moments of their lives, and she helped them through that. Now, we have to think about why she would have gone into that work. For a lot of people, it's because they have experienced something like that. I agree with you 100%. She collected some of this evidence. She did a few bits of testing just to see, is it blood, is it not blood? And then she kind of passed it on to the next person. So I think we're getting the information of what she did and that she did her job correctly, but we're not getting any real answers from her. As far as the investigation goes, there's going to be a lot to go through. And I think even if there isn't a statement from the suspect, it may not matter, because they're going to be able to look at all sorts of cell phone evidence. It was clear at one point in one picture he did have a cell phone in his pocket. Doesn't mean it was on, but if it was, they'll be able to geofence that in different locations. Also, because of the crowds there, there's going to be tons of cell phone footage and also just security camera footage throughout the campus, and then probably along his travel routes as well.
I agree with you, and I want to go back to one point that you made very quickly. You talked about the gloves being dropped, and what if the searcher, a searcher, is a suspect? And you know what? That's actually very common, that you have a suspect get involved in the aftermath of a crime because they get enjoyment from it. They want to see what's going on with the investigation. They insert themselves into some part of the investigation that's not that far-fetched, right?
I think they will bring in that expert to talk about the dynamics of a domestic violence relationship, because it does bring out different characteristics in people, especially the longer it goes on. And that's the real question here, Ted, is what is the real motive? Because I agree with you, this is not a traditional kidnapping case. To me, this has something to do with Savannah Guthrie, whether it's somebody who was obsessed with her, angry with her over something she reported on. I think it has something to do with her, and they decided the best way to get at Savannah would be to attack her mother. Because there's been a lot surrounding the facial injuries and how did he get those from a vehicle strike. And it came to me, if they were fighting and arguing in the car, did she hit him, physically hit him in the face before he got out of the car? That could explain some of the facial injuries that haven't made sense before.
Claudia, that's a great question.